One mistake Anambra people made, which the Southeast must avoid in 2023. Welcome to the news, and thank you for tuning in to listen. A gubernatorial election was recently held in Anambra State, where Professor Charles Soludo of the All Progressive Grand Alliance (APGA) emerged winner, defeating closest rivals Valentine Ozigbo of the People Democratic Party (PDP) and Andy Uba of the All Progressive Congress (APC). Despite the remarkable victory by the APGA candidate, the election in Anambra generally witnessed very low voters' turnout, as less than 15% of the total registered voters turned out for the election. According to the voters' registration of the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Anambra has about 2.5 million registered voters, but surprisingly, less than 300,000 people voted in the election. There have been clamor and negotiations for power shift to the south for years now, and if the Igbos are to stand any chance in winning the 2023 presidential election, then the mistake of voters sitting back at home during the election must be addressed. The Anambra State governorship election witnessed low voters' turnout. States like Kano, Katsina, Kebbi, and the northern Lagos and the southwest in recent elections have been churning out election results in millions, and the southeasterners must understand that elections are won with votes and not sentiment. Even if major political parties like APC, PDP, ADC decide to zone their presidential tickets to the south, the Igbos will still have to contest with the south-south and the southwest, and addressing this low voters' turnout is a good way to start as 2023 continues to draw closer by the day. With People Democratic Party (PDP) national chairmanship slots going to the north, as well as that of the APC, chances are high that the presidential party tickets of these parties will be zoned to the south. Okay. Well, the southeasterners, people have headed to those clamoring for those who are politically ambitious to become the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. People have heard it. But one thing I should say is, this just rounded up election now, this one that took place in Anambra State, well, would you blame the low turnout? Would you? Because the environment was tensed. You know, they had several security operatives ranging from the Nigerian Army to the SSS or the DSS, the Department of State Service, to the police officers, to a lot of security operatives that made it look like a war zone. Sincerely. This was one of the reasons that made the turnout very, very low. People had to rush out, and you know that before the election, that in the indigenous people of Biafra, they have said that there should be a seat at home, and there were a lot of threats coming up. You know, the election must hold, this one will happen. If it does not hold, a lot of rumors. In fact, the environment and the atmosphere was really, really tense. That is why I keep saying kudos to those that came out, because, I mean, it's an election. We're not going to war yet. There was different kind of, everywhere was filled with police operatives. And you know, even before the said election, killings has been happening. Most times you see that the same security operatives who are supposed to protect these people are now the ones that are found, you know, doing these people wrong. So the environment was tensed. For this particular one, I'll say fine, the environment was tense, and you know, everywhere was just choked. And it was inevitable. People were scared. A lot of people left, truly. The indigenous people of Biafra did not release or did not place an order for the sit at home to be cancelled till later. People had scampered for safety. They said they did not want trouble. That is just it. So that was one of the reasons that made the turnout low. Secondly, if you look at what happened in Imo State with the seated governor, what happened? Will I say 2019? Was it in 2019? I think so. It was in 2019 where the election was held, and the PDP came and emerged as a winner. The INEC declared them the winner, and all of a sudden, after I cannot say the number of months now, it was as if the will of the people, they did not care about the will of the people at all. Like they just sideline them and tell them, you know what, your efforts and do not matter. You do not have the right to come out to make a choice. Sincerely. So all these little things now, first of all, detention. Second, the fact that these people will come out for election, they are going to, go the hassle and the struggle of getting your PVC. You finally get it, finally, after many turnaround, up and downs, After that, you come out to register for election. You leave your safe zone and you come out for election. And after all that, maybe you're the type that even stays there to even watch how the thing plays out. And right before your eyes, it is rigged, or the ballot box is snatched, or the content of the ballot box is emptied, or all these things, they bring down the morale of the people, of the electorates now. Yes, they bring it down. In fact, the one that even kills it finally is the situation in Imo State now. That is the sitting governor. That a governor who will, okay, fine, even if you're going to say, okay, by chance, if something happened and Emeka emerged the winner, that it was not genuine. Emeka now was the governor then, and it was removed. Even if something had happened, okay, fine, okay, something happened, doesn't mean you now skip that everything was wrong with Emeka Ihedioha, who was the first, then the second runner-up, then the third runner-up. Haba. Then you are not giving the position to the fourth runner-up. People are like, no, this one is the one that finished, the one that broke the camel's back. They were like, never, never. If they're going to come out, exercise their civil obligation, and at the end of the day, it is trashed and thrown in their faces like this. It means everybody should, stay inside your, it's better I sit in. That day, of course, people have things to do. Some might clean their houses and engage in other activities that are not the election activities. This one I'm telling you, especially that is why I'm saying, if such thing repeats itself in the south, in Anambra state now, because I'm hearing Andy Uba said he's going to retrieve a stolen mandate, and the people gave him mandate and it was stolen, and he's going to the Supreme Court. If it repeats itself, the turnout in any election that is coming will be far more low. That is just the truth. Because I cannot come out. Imagine I cannot come out. Okay, I don't have my PVC now. That means I have to go through the hassle of getting it. Some people get it just for, let me just have a valid ID card. That is just it. Because their morale have been trashed. How do I come out? Get the PVC, and after everything is, you're telling me somebody else, is being imposed on us. So these reasons here are the reason why the turnout was low. And of course, if they really want it to change, that means they need to start allowing the will of the people to count. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.